Having a difficult time in landing a hit in Pathfinder? Does your party consistently miss enemies every time they attack? This video might help you, as I would try to break down the mechanics of attack rolls and armor class in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Hello guys, this is Genuine Gaming, and this is a video on attack rolls and armor class in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Note that Pathfinder is primarily a dice game. In other words, it is a game of chance. What we need to do is to give ourselves a bigger chance of hitting our enemies by knowing these mechanics. Let's start with attack rolls. An attack roll represents your attempt to strike your opponent on your turn in a round. When you make an attack roll, you roll a d20 and your attack bonus. If your result equals or beats the target's armor class or AC, you hit the enemy. Attack bonus is equal to your base attack bonus plus strength if melee or dexterity if range. Base attack bonus or BAB defines a creature's basic ability to land a damaging hit on enemy if no other bonuses or modifiers would play a role. The increase of the character's BAB would depend on the class. There are three types of BAB progression. Full BAB. BAB of such class increases every level. Here is how it progresses. Level 1 plus 1. Level 2 plus 2. Level 3 plus 3. Level 4 plus 4. Level 5 plus 5. Level 6 plus 6. Second attack plus 1. And so on and so forth. Classes with full BAB are the martial classes like Fighter, Ranger, Paladin, Barbarian, and Blood Ranger. 3/4 BAB. The progression of such class is Level 1 plus 0, Level 2 plus 1, Level 3 plus 2, Level 4 plus 3, Level 5 plus 3, Level 6 plus 4, and so on and so forth. Example of classes with 3/4 BAB are Rogues, Cleric, Hunter, Warpriest, and Shaman. And lastly, 1/2 BAB. The progression of such class is Level 1 plus 0, Level 2 plus 1, Level 3 plus 1, Level 4 plus 2, Level 5 plus 2, Level 6 plus 3, and so on and so forth. Example of classes with 1/2 BAB are the spellcasters classes like wizards and sorcerers. That is why you should be careful in multi-classing classes with 3/4 and 1/2 BAB, as your BAB might suffer. For melee attack rolls, basically the main modifier for melee attack is strength. However, you may make your dexterity apply as modifier in your attack rolls with the weapon Finesse feat. However, this only works with the weapons categorized as Finesse Weapons, such as rapiers, estoc, dueling sword, daggers, and the like. Since a longsword is not a Finesse weapon, that is why you cannot use your dexterity as modifier. You will need Slashing Grace feat to apply your dexterity modifier for longsword. In order to do this, you will need to follow the feat: Weapon Finesse, Weapon Focus, Longsword, and Slashing Grace, Longsword. This is the very downside of a dexterity-based character. You have to use a lot of your bonus feat. For range attacks, the main modifier for melee attack is dexterity. However, weapons with thrown property like the throwing axe uses strength. Very important note in range attacks is that you will incur a -4 penalty when you shoot an opponent engaged in melee. Two characters are engaged in melee if they are enemies of each other and either threatens the other. That is why precise shot is always a must-have for all ranged characters. The -4 penalty also applies to ranged touch attacks, like Snowball, Scorch Ray, Acid Arrow, Hellfire Ray, and other spells with ranged touch attacks. Other modifiers. There are a lot of ways of increasing your attack rolls aside from your BAD and strength and dexterity modifier. There are also feats that increase it. Feats that increases attack rolls, point blank shot for range, weapon focus for both melee and range. You could also use spells to boost your attack rolls like Bless, Prayer, and my personal favorite, Heroism and Great Heroism. Heroism gives you +2 to your attack rolls, and Greater Heroism gives you +4 to your attack rolls. Another way of increasing your attack roll is by flanking your enemies. Flanking works differently in Pathfinder Tabletop and Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. In Tabletop Pathfinder, it has a stricter rule. In Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, a character is flanked when 2 or more melee characters are attacking it. When you attack an enemy who is flanked, you get a +2 flanking bonus in your attack roll. If you and your companions have the outflank feat, your flanking bonus increases to +4. Basically, that would be the ways of increasing your attack rolls. There are other ways, like changing your size, but that would be a different discussion as it is much complicated. Now let's go to the enemy's armor class for AC. Armor class or AC represents how hard it is for other characters to land a hit. Basically, it is the attack roll result that an opponent needs to achieve in order to hit. When you inspect the enemy in the game, which I would suggest that you constantly do, you will be presented with 3 kinds of these: armor class, flat-footed, and touch. What's the difference of the 3? Armor class, that would be the basic armor class of the character. That would be 10 plus armor bonus plus shield bonus plus dexterity modifier. Flat-footed would be 10 plus armor bonus plus shield bonus. Touch would be 10 plus dexterity modifier. Touch AC applies to both touch attacks and touch range attacks. Example of touch attacks: Shocking Grasp, and an example of range touch attack is Scorch Wound. Usually the armor class is high and the touch AC is the lowest, but it is not always. I would suggest to regularly check this information so as to what kind of an attack you're going to use. If you have difficulty of hitting your enemies with normal attacks, try using spells. My favorite way of lowering the AC is by using the Hex Evil Eye. It lowers the enemy's AC by 4. A different way of doing this is to put them into prone through trip attacks or some spells, which also gives them -4 AC. Another way is by Sunder Armor Maneuver, which removes their armor bonus. Spells that would decrease dexterity would also lower their AC. In summary, in order to hit an enemy, your attack roll should reach the armor class of your enemy. In order to do this, you have to increase your attack roll bonuses and decrease your enemy's armor class. You can do all these things by using right feats and the right spells. If you have other tips for beginners with regards to attack rolls in armor class, please feel free to share them in the comments below. And for those who think that this video is helpful, let me know by clicking the like button. And if you want more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous video, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next vid. Ciao!